Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Berileesays. Today I'm going to be talking about skincare. I have never really had a problem with my skin until this year. Basically, it's just been a bit of a hard year for me. I changed my contraception and ever since then I've really been battling with hormonal spots. I've never actually had any problems with spots, like just things that are done, come up with because you're not cleansing or anything like that. I've never had problems with that. My skin's always been relatively fine. But hormonal spots are just a different ball game. I have no idea. It was completely new territory. I didn't actually have a clue as to what was going on. It was only until I kind of watched a few videos and went to go and see my doctor, and he said basically, although I opted for a non-hormonal contraceptive, it still has kind of played about with my skin, and yeah, so that's basically what's been happening. It's gotten a little bit better because I found products that work really well for me. However, it's still got a way to go, and I'm hoping with a new contraception that I'm going to try, everything will just go back to normal because I just can't do this. But yeah, so I'm going to just crack into some of the products that I've been using. Some of them are new because I did have to disregard my old regime because it just was not working. If anything, it was making it worse. So I went out and I bought a completely new regime. It took a while. I didn't buy everything in one day. I did a lot of research, and these are the products that basically I've kind of torn a lot of things back as well. I was a big kind of like try everything, try anything, because my skin was never very reactive, so I could afford to try new things and not have a risk of a massive breakout. But now it's quite simple. Some people might say it's a lot, but I think it's quite simple compared to what I used to do. So I'm going to go straight into cleansing. And at the moment I'm only using one cleanser, and I really like it. It was actually in recommendations from a model recommends. It's the Dr. Jart's Pore Refined Bubble Foam for clogged pores and sebum control deep cleansing foam. Now it's very drying. It's very stripping. You literally feel like everything is off your face once you use this. The consistency is quite thick. I hope you guys can see that. It's like it almost feels like it's a cream basically, but when you put it on your face, it literally gets rid of everything and it foams up. It does bubble up as in terms of a kind of like a foaming action or whatever. So yeah, this is my cleanser and my only cleanser at the moment, and I would recommend this. However, if you have dry skin, which I was battling with for years before this whole kind of new saga occurred, I would have never ever picked this up because this is very drying. This is very stripping. So if you have dry skin, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this for you. If you have oily skin, this could actually be very good for you, because I've noticed that I haven't got such an oily T-zone, or just looking like a grease ball by the end of the day. That's kind of reduced ever since I used this. So Dr. Jart, and you can get these from Boots. I think it's actually a Boots brand, or I might be wrong, so don't quote me on this, but I get it from Boots, and I think it's around £13. So that's my cleanser. For my kind of glycolic acid peel, something that it's okay, so basically a glycolic acid peel or any kind of glycolic acid, it just strips away the first layer of your skin. It can be quite harsh. There are some that are, you can only keep it on for your face for like 2 minutes and then you have to get rid of it. The one I use is called Alpha H, and it's the liquid gold, and this is a night treatment. So basically what I do is I wash my face with my Dr. Jart's. I just dab it clean, and then I put some of this. It's a liquid. It's literally a liquid. I won't pour it out because it will just go everywhere, but it's a liquid. Give it a shake so you can hear it. And basically I put it on a cotton pad and I rub it all over my face. The first time I did it with my boyfriend because I make him try everything with me, and we both were like, oh my god, our faces are on fire. But we just braved it out for 5 minutes and it was fine. And the more and more I've done it, the less and less it stung. So if you do use this the first time, please be aware that your face will feel very tingly, almost like it's burning. But it's basically a concentrated skincare, and you apply it to cleanse faces every other night. So I've been using this for a month and a half, and I'm still using it every other night. However, I hope to go down to only using it every 2 nights, so 2 days in between basically, because I think it's quite harsh. However, it has made such a difference to my skin. This is honestly one of the products that I'm so grateful for people actually reviewing and talking about, because sometimes people review things and it doesn't really benefit me because I don't really feel like the product is as cracked up or as lives up to the hype, but this lives up to the hype and beyond. I absolutely love this stuff. It is absolutely everything. My skin was horrible about 2 months ago. I've never been someone that gets upset about my skin or like those kind of things just never used to bother me, but it was getting to the point where I was getting so frustrated and so upset and I didn't know what to do. I found this stuff and it's only a peel, so I don't even understand how it's working like this, but literally it's reduced the amount of breakouts I get. My skin is evening out. All the marks that I was getting, because I was using another spot treatment. It was actually the organic spots. So what's it called? I think I even have it. Yeah, it's here. The organic super spot remover. This stuff I don't do. I don't do that anymore. That was a hot mess. That was burning my spots basically and leaving big black marks all over my face. I had so many scars. I never had issues with scarring before. This has completely changed it. It's made such a difference. I'm so happy I found it. Can't talk enough about it. Alpha H Liquid Gold, and I got this from Look Fantastic, and I think it's £31.50, but it's free delivery, so give it a try. So also, another product that I use is my Clarisonic Mia. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in my room. I can't bother to get it. But you guys all know what it is. I use that in between my days, basically my days off my Alpha H. So I would not use my Clarisonic and then use my Alpha H. That's way too much for my skin. If anything, it would probably aid a breakout. And the particular head I have on it is the Deep Pore... the Deep Pore cleansing brush. So it's much more kind of about getting rid of dirt than exfoliating my skin, rather than some of the other brushes, which is about kind of getting rid of loads and loads of stuff and layers of skin. So that's the Clarisonic that I use. Onto my creams and kind of after treatments. So the 2 creams that I alternate between is my simple Moisture Boost Hydro Cream. I love this stuff. It's honestly like my holy grail. It just makes my skin look so nice. And also, I'm a powder girl. I really do enjoy a powder rather than a liquid foundation. You know, I am finding tinted moisturisers is my new favourite thing in the world, but I do like powder, and when I use this stuff, it makes my powder look set really dewy, which is very odd because everyone's like, oh, powder makes you look ashy and caked. But when I use this stuff, it just looks great. So this is my favourite kind of moisturising cream that really helps with dry skin and all the other issues to do with just my skin looking a bit ashy basically. But my new moisturiser, and it's not a moisturiser, this is the thing, I don't actually know where to put this, and it's the La Roche-Posay Effaclar Duo, and it's the Corrective and Anti-Clogging Anti-Imperfection Care. Now, I need to show you the consistency of this because I've been using this. I hope you guys can see it. I'm just going to put it on my hand. There you go. It rubs in quite easily. But I've been using this evening and nights basically. Now, I do have nights off this stuff and I just use my Hydro Boost just to, you know, if I feel like a change. But this stuff, I think this and my Alpha H are my star products, and also my Dr. Jart's bubble wash, sorry. But this has honestly made such a difference to my skin, and I really don't know if I can call this a moisturiser, because I don't want to tell anybody this is a moisturiser and it's not a moisturiser. But I use this after I've washed, cleansed, toned. I will put this on and I won't put anything else on, and I can put my makeup on. And even when I use tinted moisturisers, which I cannot with this, I would never use tinted moisturisers on top of this, I would look horrid. But I can use a tinted moisturiser over this and it will look great. And I can just put this on, like when the picture at the beginning of the video that you've seen, and I've got no makeup on my face, I've just got this on my face basically, like there's no Hydro Boost or anything, so my skin looks fine when I have this on and it doesn't look ashy, but it is to stop spots and breakouts and the clogging of your pores. So it says here you should apply it morning and evening to the whole face, and it's tested on imperfection prone skin. So I don't even really know how to describe it. I'm going to find some real solid information on this and put it in the link below, because this is one of those products that I don't want to tell anybody it's a moisturiser. I don't want to tell anyone it's a spot treatment, but I absolutely adore this stuff and I use it all over my face and it has worked. It's reduced spots, my pores are smaller, they don't, you know, I've never had problem with clogging, but I feel like it's reduced the amount of kind of spots that I've been getting, especially along my jawline, which is obviously a sign of hormonal spots. This has really, really helped. So again, it's the Effaclar Duo, and it's from Roche, Posay, and it's the corrective and unclogging anti-perfection care. So try that. My last product, actually second to last, is my tea tree water toner from Lush. I've used this stuff for about 2 years now. I really enjoy this stuff. It's just something, it always really worked well when my skin was normal and I didn't have any issues, but I feel like ever since I've kind of figured out what works for my skin and I've incorporated this back into it, it's gone back to doing what it used to do, which was clearing up my skin, really helping kind of keep it evenly toned and feeling like my skin had a really good clean. I don't use this every day. I use this maybe every 2 to 3 days, depending on what I'm doing that day. If I'm going to use my Alpha H, I probably won't use anything. I'll just use my Alpha H and my Effaclar Duo, and that's it. But if I'm having a simple day and I'm just going to put my Simple Hydro Boost on, I would use this before, and kind of wipe it off with a wipe of some sort. So yeah, this is definitely something I enjoy. The last thing is a mask, and it's from Clarins, and it's the Pure and Radiant Mask with pink clay. I'll show you the consistency. It is literally pink clay. I use this if I'm going out, like if I've got a really nice night out and I want to make sure my makeup just looks flawless and I don't have any issues with I don't want to have any issues with random blotchy bits or anything, and my skin is just going to look smooth. I really like this product. It just makes me look radiant. It makes me look glowy without having to put a lot of product to make me look glowy, if that makes sense. My skin just looks healthy. I'm not really sure exactly what's in it. I know it's like, I basically put it on my face for 10 to 15 minutes and I rinse off with cold water. It does have rose in it, apparently. I did read this somewhere, but I haven't got the packaging or anything, so I couldn't tell you if it's definitely got rose in it. Again, I'll put some more information down below, but this is a mask that I really enjoy. I do use other masks, but I do tend to enjoy this mask. So yeah, I just wanted to add that to the video. So those are the products that I kind of alternate between my days of cleansing and washing, and I do cleanse and wash every evening and afternoon. I never ever use my Clarisonic in the morning. I only use my Clarisonic in the evening. I will only use my Alpha H in the evening, but everything else I can use morning, evening, whenever, in the middle of the day, or if I need a spritz change or whatever. So yeah, those are all my products, and I hope that's helped. I know everyone's skin is different and everything is trial and error, and I would honestly say if you have found something that works for you, don't change it. Your skin is something that you just shouldn't play with. Makeup, have as much fun as you want, but honestly, if you found something, don't waste your time going out and buying stuff just for the sake of buying it. If you are having serious problems and you don't feel like your current cleanser or toner or whatever your regime is working, then take your time, do research, figure out what your skin type is, and then buy products step by step. I did not buy this all in one go, because that would have just A, killed me, because some of the products are quite pricey, and B, been a waste of time, because I could have bought all this stuff and it could have just not worked. I took my time, I used products individually, and then I used them together to see if they would even work. So if for some reason if I used my Alpha H and then I put on my Simple and the next day I broke out, I would know never to use those products together. However, if they worked separately and they worked great, I would know use that on one day and use this on the other day. So just be really careful with your skincare. Obviously take advice if you feel like any of these products may help with a situation that you're having, and I really hope it does help, because I understand how stressful it can be with hormonal spots. But that is it. If you do have any questions that you want to ask me, personally, please feel free to email me or leave a comment and I will get back to you. And I hope this video was interesting and I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.